Happy Halloween, my Planet Coaster friends. Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. Today, we're going to be looking at any spooky town created by one of our Discord legend builders, Anigmandra, and here they say. Hello, Johnny. As most of you know, spooky is my favorite theme in this game. I've built close to 100 spooky blueprints since the game launched in 2016, so I thought it'd be nice to see all of them in one park, and now you can visit and enjoy the results. Welcome to Annie's Spooky Town. Here you'll find almost every spooky theme you could think of: witches, ghosts, trick-or-treat, and of course, lots of pumpkins. While these blueprints were made over the past 4 years, you will see that the early blueprints were made only using base game pieces. Then there are some that were using the spooky DLC, and then the newer ones, I use all the DLCs. On the blueprints, you will be able to see the development I have made over the past 4 years. So not all buildings are perfectly done, but I thought it would be nice and interesting to see all the variations I have created using the spooky theme. I hope you enjoy your visit as much as I enjoyed building it. And just a fun fact, a side note, we just finished featuring Tragic Kingdom, which was a 4-person collaboration, which Anigmandra was in fact a part of. Digging through my inbox, I found Annie's Spooky Town as one of the very few spooky parks sitting there. It's been there for some time now, so you may recognize some of the creations from Tragic Kingdom, as originally Annie made them for that park, made the blueprints, and now they will make a return in this park with much more. So tons of exciting stuff to explore here, all from one single clip creator, a very large park at that too. So why don't we jump right on into it? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Spooky. Annie's Spooky Town. Let's go. Quite an interesting entrance to a park. Shall we go to town first? Spooky or Annie? I thought that was kind of funny. I guess we're going to start going around clockwise, starting with Annie's area. But they're all Annies, and they're all spooky, and they're all down. I did a little bit of the B-roll with daytime, as well as half at night. I think it's fitting to do majority of the park at night, but I was actually quite surprised at how nice certain things popped during the daytime. So as Anigmandra had mentioned, over 100 spooky creations being their favorite pack of all. There it is, a giant spell book, a witch's book. All of these, if you follow the link down in the description below to click the park, give the park a rating, it will take you to Anigmandra's workshop. And there on her workshop, you can find all of these blueprints. So if you are, I gotta say, spooky in particular, spooky parks, we're a little bit low on. I've been all week long, we've been doing spooky creations, but a lot of them date back to like 2020. And I just, grab a few every year for Halloween. And this time I said, you know what, let's just grab pretty much all of it so that, these creations don't sit in the backlog for too long. We don't really get an opportunity to feature Halloween creations that often. And if I'm only doing a couple a year, that means more and more will just get pushed back further and further and become older and older. So I just decided I would grab pretty much everything, and that will kind of clear out all the older submissions. And then going forward, if we have any for next year, it'll all just be new stuff, if any at all. But that brings me back to my original point, is go download Anigmandra's blueprints like these so that you can use them with crediting to Anigmandra to help you build your own spooky parks for maybe 2024. Because at this moment, we don't really have any spooky parks. So if you like the spooky theme, and I'm actually surprised that Anigmandra hasn't submitted a new one, considering it is their favorite theme, and we've got to reach so far back, but maybe that's because this one didn't get featured. I don't really know. But I do welcome the spooky creations, even though we only feature them like once a year. Maybe I could consider start featuring them as like a Freaky Friday, just to make sure that they all get seen. right? Instead of making them sit all the way until Halloween. But again, there hadn't been that many. The creepy pumpkin eat tea time. Yeah, so we did see this in Tragic Kingdom the other day. So in some ways, it's like I refeatured Tragic Kingdom, which was a refeature from many, many years past. And then we refeatured it, and now we're featuring Annie's park that dates back from a few years ago that refeatures some of the stuff that we just saw yesterday. So a lot of refeatures. Hopefully no one gets triggered. Yeah, so I welcome your guys' spooky creations. And now that we have featured this and many, many, many others from this week with all the bundles, the entire Halloween has brought a lot of creations, not just like one a day, but several with the bundles, meaning the inbox for anything spooky should pretty much be empty by next year. And that way, when I do the search next year, hopefully we have enough to do a full week yet again. So here we are at the first ride of the day. It is the Little Ghosts Huntsman. There's a look at the stats if you'd like to see them. It is a Huntsman ride. We're going to jump to the one just leaving now. There we go. And off we go. Very fun, a little spooky ghost ride there. The little ghosts, how adorable are those? Anigmandra not only known for their spooky creations, but also known for their basic shape creations, using all the little basic shape pieces in Planet Coaster to make these fun little creatures. And there they were on the little spooky ghost. Halloween sweet treats. Very great little builds here, a great showcase. It's almost like a Workshop Wednesday, if anybody remembers those from back in the day. I love this kind of stuff because it's like a montage of all the creators' little blueprints, like we did on Workshop Wednesday, except for we didn't really focus on just one creator. We did many, or I guess Workshop Wednesday evolved into Blueprint Spotlights, which was pretty fun. And if you're ever wondering what happened to that, it was just really hard to organize. There's just so many blueprints and people submitting stuff. And Lot of editing going into it. Something I could consider to stream in the future, but I don't know how much interest people have in blueprints rather than the actual parks. Even coaster spotlights have honestly seemed to have not gotten much interest in them over the past months, it seems. So it's just the parks that most people seem interested in, which is understandable considering how long Planet Coaster's been out. We've seen all of the stuff, we've seen all the blueprints, but what I would be curious to see is the blueprints coming from Park Beyond. I haven't dived into that yet at the time of this recording. Park Beyond just received its big megalithic 2.0 update last week that we were waiting for, along with its first DLC. And with that came the cross-platform sharing system, meaning if you're playing on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, you can share them interchangeably. That means console creators for the first time ever can actually send in their parks, their blueprints, their coasters to the channel, and we can feature them here. So I know a lot of people have written Park Beyond off, and it was a disappointing launch, but I definitely think it's worth checking and giving it one last chance. And if it doesn't live up to our expectations, if it doesn't do a good job, I think it's time to just let it go. And so you can definitely expect to see some Park Beyond content coming up in the future. And we can take a look at what people have made in that game and see if it draws an interest. Wow, traversal length on this castle mansion is 1,000 meters, a kilometer in length. It's an impulsion coaster. It's going to go back and forth, back and forth. Is that really a kilometer? Oh, it's just going back and forth so many times. 5 times. I mean, we could just jump on this while it's up and you'll get the gist of it. There's not a lot going on here, to be honest, unfortunately. That's about it. Short but sweet. The castle mansion. Kind of hard to decorate the upper bits of the shafts or the towers, I guess. Yeah, but pretty cool overall as a blueprint on the exterior. I mean, this thing is massive. Holy moly! I was actually kind of expecting this to be a dark ride. A little bit surprising to see it's an impulsion coaster going up and down like that. Pretty cool nonetheless. So I'm trying to stick around to the outside of the park and then like circle inward. We're gonna spiral through this one. This is a creation we saw in yesterday's. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. You know, like I said, I grabbed what was in the inbox, everything that was available to me. I don't think there's any spooky parks left over, to be honest. So a little bit unfortunate that I did back-to-back Anigmandra. I mean, it's not unfortunate. It's the unfortunate part is that we're seeing what we saw yesterday or the other day when Tragic Kingdom came out. But it's only a very small portion. There's a few blueprints that we're seeing repeating here, and we get to see them again here. But they're in a different setting with a different environment, the different park layout, and a whole bunch of additional stuff added in between. So it's much more. But definitely embrace the Halloween spirit. So this is what we have, and Anigmandra has participated in both of the creations for this week, so love to see that Anigmandra is providing us with all of this amazing spooky content. So Anigmandra is saving the Halloween week with their parks. Ooh, spooky ghost hiding behind the vending machine. All right, we are working our way in. We got a coaster coming up here. I like this snow globe on the right here. I remember seeing this, I think, for Blueprint Spotlight many years back, as well as this one, I think. It's adorable. Those are great little blueprints. Oh, look at that. We have a, oh my God, a Gears of Fear inside of this building here. Wow. Well, let's get on a coaster, because we haven't ridden a coaster yet, have we? So Let's wind on in here and see if we can find the entrance. I like the color palette of this. The blues and oranges, looking good. Well, the coaster entrance doesn't seem to want me to find it. That's okay. We'll find it eventually. I think I just have to work my way around. Big castle in the background, nice landmark. Looking really cool. I saw this in Tragic Kingdom. I was like, what the heck? It's a giant box of vines with a Swizzer in the middle. The pumpkin cube. Yeah. It's hilarious. The ghostly slushies. Okay, we have made it back to the outside. Ooh, what's going on over here? We might have a ride of some sort. Buried within this crypt. Ooh, a car ride. This I don't think I've seen from Annie. The Magic Katz powered track ride. Let's see if we can get the right seat here. All right, off we go. All right, a fun, family-friendly little Magic Katz dark ride. Great atmosphere on it. Great little details. The only thing is the speaker was off to the side, so the music kind of got lost at times, but that's about it. Overall, really fun little dark ride. Little spooky house. Is this meant to be a ride, or is it just a blueprint? Just a blueprint. A nice blueprint at that, though. Great classic vanilla spooky haunted house. Some cool little centerpieces going on here. The Cult of the Pumpkins. Oh, I remember seeing this. This is a great little 1x1 spiced coffee. Spiced coffee. I still haven't gotten my spiced coffee. I think I remember talking about that in Tragic Kingdom. Wow. The temple DLC pieces make into a crow on top of a basic shaped skull with a candle. That is a phenomenal blueprint. Really good job on that. And as they mentioned at the top of their introduction there, was that they used the vanilla game, and then when the DLC Spooky Pack came out, they used that, and then eventually they used all the DLC, which you saw from that crow there. That uses a little bit of everything in Planet Coaster. And they mentioned that we will see like an evolution in the creations as we walk throughout the park. Although we're not necessarily walking it in the order of evolution, it's just kind of randomized. So there will be some that use base game, DLC, and then all the DLCs, and you get quite a good variety out of that. And that crow build that we just saw there is definitely on the more recent side of their creations in terms of complexity and usage of the packs. I love this little Cinderella pumpkin, what do you call this, carriage? Oh my god, that is amazing. It's a really good blueprint. That one's like a little what do you call it? Candy basket? Pumpkin basket? Oh, wow. A pumpkin tree. Well, everyone's getting in queue for this. I don't know what this is, but we're going to check it out. Is that a single rail coaster? A trick-or-treat single rail with a really cool haunted house mansion boarding station. And here it is. Taking a look at the coaster stats. It is indeed a single rail. Green across the board, almost 1 kilometer in length. A little bit of air time, 55 miles per hour. Pretty good stats overall. I'll cut to it when it's ready. Good googly moogly. I love that. Wow, what a great little pumpkin themed single rail. And you see how transformative the day to night scene is in this park. All these blacks and oranges really pop as you change the theme here, or the lighting. It looks really, really cool. And I love with this ride that the whole thing is held up by like pumpkins and vines and treats. It's really cool. That's a fun ride. And I really love the atmosphere of it all during the daytime, even though this is meant to be, you know, a spooky park. Look at that. That is a great theme there. I kind of want to like a screenshot of that. That looks great. Wow. Like, that's a pretty good screenshot too. All right, add that to the photo gallery. Holy moly, look at that Ferris wheel. Oh my goodness. Now that I'm at daytime, I can't tell if this was the plaza. Yeah, this was the plaza that we were just in, right? It looks so much different during the day. It's crazy. There's a broken coaster over there. I wish you could ride it using mods or something. That'd be really cool. Can we actually go up to this castle up here? Is there something going on up there? Oh, it's just a pretend thing. Very cool castle though. Gives me like Whitesider vibes. Very, very cool. All right, let's keep on going. Keep on trucking. Yeah, we'll enjoy the foggy day for just a brief moment. Although I have just this slight feeling that, yeah, the glow is just too good. on some of these creations. Maybe it's better that I just ride the rides at both day and night and walk around the park at night, just so we don't miss any of this really nicely constructed lighting for all of these scenes. Another spooky house as a boarding station for the queue for this ride. I believe this ride was in Tragic Kingdom, but I said it was one of my favorite rides in the park. I claimed it to be one of my, I think my third favorite. Going in and out of the pumpkins, it was really fun. So I'm actually looking forward to re-riding it here, especially with the chase view, or like the back bumper, I guess. I thought that was really fun. The Curse of the Pumpkin Witch. Yeah, we definitely rode this the other day. It's green across the board, almost a kilometer in length. I'll cut to it when it's ready. Now, the nice thing about re-riding this, I get to do the opposite perspectives at the opposite times of day than I did the other day. So now we really get to soak it up, and we have a different environment this time as well. Whole different park down below. Again, really loved the atmosphere of that one during the daytime, and it was just as much fun to ride the second time, and I love the way that it spirals in and out of that pumpkin. I thought that was really well done. Spooky pizza pen, cute little house there, great builds. The Crypt ATM. Oh, those spooky ghosts crack me up. Oh, there's a genie ride. I've never seen this one from Anigmandra. The Ghost's Rickshaw. It's kind of fun. We can give this a little spin. I don't know if I like that view, though. Rickety rickshaw. Although we are taking out some trees along the way. Give it a spin around. And there it is. Rickshaw. Another pumpkin cult going on over here. Looking good. Tons of little decorative one-by-one shops. I like the decorative pre-made bench blueprints. Those are really fun. Yeah, quite the variety of spooky blueprints from Anigmandra in this park. Oh, King Ghoster's Blueberry Juice. That's adorable. I feel like I've seen this. Was it a part of a contest or something? Oh my god, that's adorable. Blueberry Juice. Oh, that is great. What's going on in here? Oh, we're back at the entrance. So I definitely circled around the outside of the park, but we have to dig our way in a little bit deeper. However, I have a delivery arriving at my house within the next 5 minutes, so probably best I stop the recording here, pick it back up after I eat, and that way I don't get interrupted in the middle of a coaster or something. So I'll see you guys in a second, and through the magic of video editing, we are back like I never left. Here we are at the Broken Coaster, which is aesthetically really cool. We're gonna have to go to bird's eye view in order to take a better look at this. I don't think we'll be riding this one here today, but it's still kind of like a fun centerpiece because you still have to build the coaster and then you have to add all this kind of like debris to it. And I think that's like a fun concept. Now, with the use of mods, you actually probably could make it so that a coaster goes over top of all of this and flies between the tracks and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's switch it over to day and then take a little look at this poor old wooden coaster. I'm a little bit sad to see this because I don't know if there's another wooden coaster in this park or not, but I love riding a good wooden coaster. But this one has fallen apart in a magnificent way. It is magnificently destroyed and it's phenomenal to look at. Maybe what you could have done is try to, like, I don't know, make it so like a Hop the Gaps coaster or something went alongside it or beside it. Somehow it was like refurbished in another way so that it's still an attraction but it looks destroyed. I'm not entirely sure what the solution is, but it's a little bit sad to see this beautiful coaster sitting there that we cannot actually ride here today. Oh well, it is what it is. We continue on. I'm getting a little mixed up because we did come to the entrance and I was trying to move to the center of the park, but at the center of the park is this coaster. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of flying around to see, and we went to that area. Let me just, do we see these spooky ghosts? There's a lot of blueprints and some of them are copy pasted. We went on this single rail. There's the other one at the back there. And because, yeah, oh, and then here's one. And I didn't, yeah, this is the one I wanted to see at the beginning that I didn't quite make my way to because I missed the entrance to it, which I'm still having a hard time seeing. Oh, I see. It's the entrance and the exit combined right here. So this would be the third coaster of the park. I mean, fourth if we count the Impulsion coaster. And possibly even the last one. We'll have to see. We'll do a flyby. We'll check the ride list. Just so happens that we might be at near the end of the video, surprisingly enough. The park looked deceptively large, but because it's majority blueprints, turned out to be a little bit shorter. Although I want to say, and I feel like there should be some dark rides that we missed. But here's a look at the graveyard stats. Let's give it a go. Short and sweet. Love the orbit view of that. Let's pop on out. So I definitely worked my way around that way, came around there, all the way back here, and then we even went through the middle here. So I think we actually hit all corners of the park. It's just time that I check the ride list and make sure we didn't miss any of the attractions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I went through the whole ride list. We, in fact, hit all corners, all rides in the park, but holy good googly moogly. It just so happens I took my little dinner break, came back, and only had one coaster to go on. I probably could have finished finish it before the delivery guy got here, maybe, but I definitely don't want to rush things, so take my time, just play it safe. And wow, still a big, sprawling end-to-end park, quite a good amount of rides, even though we rode a couple of them in the Tragic Kingdom yesterday. There was also a few new ones, and what a great showcase of all of these amazing Halloween spooky blueprints created by Anigmandra. As they mentioned at the top of the video, they have created over 100 blueprints on their workshop. That is a lot. That is many, many, many creations, probably a record-breaking amount in terms of all one theme, that being spooky. I have a feeling that probably nobody else in this community tops that number of having 100 spooky creations on their workshop. So big accomplishment for Anigmandra, and being able to put them all into one park in a fun way where we can actually explore it here for the Halloween week is also really fun and creative. So shout out to Anigmandra for providing us such a big, sprawling, fun Halloween park for us to visit for this festive Halloween week. And let me know what you guys thought of this creation, Annie's Spooky Town, down in the comments below. And that is going to do it for us in today's video, and tomorrow should be, I think, the final Halloween, the final conclusion to Halloween week, and we have some big stuff in store for you then. So tune back in for tomorrow, and I hope you all have a spooktacular evening. Bye now.